Hello my friends, I'm GHondo. It is time once again to play some Judgment. Cool, so we have our party set up. I've queued up the house and the well. We obviously have to build the food table and bed inside once that's done. I think I already set priorities. That should be higher. Yeah, that's probably fine. Yeah, that's probably fine. Actually, I'll do that. These we'll get to. They're not critical. We do need somebody to be pretending to be a farmer. We've got water and wood. Alright, good to go. Let's party. Oh, it is so awesome how fast they built the first one. You don't get to build wells that fast later on, that's for sure. Anyway. It was the food table and bed. Food table and bed. Alright, George, do that. Alright, so we are now ready to learn how to farm. To learn how to learn, as one of my old science teachers used to say. Many years ago. We had to learn how to learn, which led to the obvious question of, how do you learn how to do that? An answer he never actually answered for us. Anyway, let's get the old experiment table going. Is anyone set to do research? I'll probably have to put it up briefly. Nobody's particularly good at it. But why don't you do that for now, at least until we get going here. Do. That's 5, I think, right? Yes. There we go. We now know how to make vegetable farms, so it's saying go ahead and build a couple. So that is what we shall do next. Where should we put them? I guess kind of want them. Or I'm going to put the next well. I kind of like having them in kind of like a line, so I don't want to interfere with the well. Maybe I'll put it like here. Yeah, that'll do. And I can't build a second one because I need wood and stone. So George is now off of research for a little bit because we need stone. And Liz will sort us out for wood once she sorts us out for water. Awesome. Okay, that's enough stones. Liz, if you would be so kind as to chop down some trees for us. How many more do we need? 8 more. So 2 trees, basically. Okay, we can do that. Awesome. Okay, now we can build the second farm. We'll plunk that right beside. Awesome. That would be why she keeps doing water. I didn't set a gather limit. Let's set that to 100, 150. While I'm at it, let's also set 50, 100 limits on stone and wood and all that happy nonsense. Let's have scraps autocraft to 100, so we always have some on hand once we are able to actually build those. Okay. Back to trees, you're building that, you're having a nap. Alright, things are going well. And now it's time to get ready to fight. So basically now that we're feeding ourselves, it's time to defend ourselves with the only weapon in the game that does not require the workbench or something higher, the almighty club. thoroughly crap weapon, but it's definitely better than your fists. That is for sure. Alright, everybody, get it. Even without armor and just with clubs, we should still have no trouble with this. Solitary imp. Awesome. And 1 sulfur for our efforts. Amazing loot. Alright, so next it wants us to build a scavenging party. So let us do that. Who all's going to be in? You could, because you have bonus health. So do you. And you have nothing, so you stay home. Congratulations, Bobby and George. You are the group. The Zeds, you say? No, I think we're going to change that. It's time for some shameless self-promotion. CGC, or CineGlitchCreators, is the name of my group channel, with Mr. Shots, Can't Kicker Films, Alexi Full, and Drunken Leprechaun. So, some shameless promotion there. In terms of the picture, well, it doesn't matter too much. Snakes are cool. And let's say a green one. Black snake on a green background. Looks awesome. Okay. CGC ready to go. 2 imps for some clay. Perfect. That'll do. I think we can safely auto-resolve that. Yeah, pretty easy. And now we officially have clay. I'll be able to select it to set gather limits on it, which is nice. Right, so we've done that. So next is find a new person. Oh look, it wants me to have a new person. It's almost like the beginning of the game is scripted. Anyway, let's go get this person. It's actually quite good that it is scripted, because if it was just random, even on fairly easy, you would get slaughtered at the beginning, because you only have 3 people, which means you can only have 2 people in your group. And you only, of course, can have clubs at the very beginning, so it's for the best that this is scripted the way it is. It's nighttime, so I can't see anything. Oh, there's the cage there. Okay, cool. So George is wounded, so he's on cage duty. And Bobby will do her best to defend him. Wherever the imps may come from. Like right there. Okay, so far so good. Come on, one more hit. There you go. Just watching this. Whenever it slows down, that means there's another wave on the map. It looks like that was the last one. Hello, Lauren the Survivalist, who is a gardener, fantastic, and a brute, terrible. The reason I say terrible is the work speed minus 15. It won't let me show her, but she'll have negative 15 across the board in everything except farming. Well, that's fine, then she can just be a farmer. That's totally fine. She has farming 3 times here. Yeah, so she'll be a farmer, no question. Alright, good enough. Well, let's get out of here. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Alright, and we are out. Yes, please. Alright, so now we have 4 people. It's time to investigating the... Yeah, bit of an oopsie on that one, guys, but anyway. Long story short, make an occult library and get the first 10 points of research done. We will get to that when we get to it. But first, Lauren. See, this is what I was talking about. Minus 15s across the board, which is terrible. We'll put the stuff she likes doing up front, but she's definitely just a farmer. That's her primary mission. We'll make her a club, and that will be fine. And in order to put in that occult library, I'm going to need another house, which means I need more wood. Conveniently, that's exactly what Liz is doing. Liz is my hero. And Liz just leveled up, so that's even cooler. Alright, so let's see what we got here. With Scavenger, I'm kind of leaning towards Gathering, because that's just basically the exact same thing. Well, except for well, no, it does have Scavenge water and wood. So yeah, this is definitely just the continuation of her built-in quirk. So yes, you are a Gatherer. Awesomeness. There you go, have a club. And we're ready for the next house. Kind of want to put it right there, so if Lauren would be so kind as to finish these trees up. I guess I could build on this side. This doesn't make a huge difference, does it? Yeah, let's build on that side then. I like keeping a little gap so they can move between them. Theoretically, it's more efficient to put them side by side, wastes a lot less space, but then they're blocked. They have to go all the way around. And that kind of sucks. Alright. Well, we will need a workbench, so we may as well plunk that in now, even though it's not asking for it. And we need boards in order to make the occult library, which means we need to do some more research. But first, our healthy weirdo hoarder, Bobby, needs to gain a level. I'm using you as a... Now that she's here, she can do the most of it. You can just be the backup. In fact, both of you can just be backup. Yeah, you're mostly just a scaver. So it kind of makes me want to go into a more combat-focused leveling. Probably pistols, actually. You have 3 shots at pistols. I know I won't get pistols for a while, but... do marksmanship pistols. This one won't really matter. I guess probably just a fast healing. Marksmanship, pistols. So you'll have marksmanship 2 and pistols 3. So you'll be really, really accurate with them. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm good with that. So that's what we're going to do. Yes, it means I'm not using my dark weapons, but I'm not overly concerned about that. By the time I have pistols 3, they'll be stronger, and I don't have dark weapons here anyway, so I can't improve them. So we'll just switch her over to pistols later, and that will be fine. I do need to get some research done, so... I guess actually George would be the one doing that once we hit gather limits on stones and clay. Speaking of George, he has leveled up too, which is very cool. So he's a crafter and a builder. Well, crafting is one you do much more often, so crafting it is. I could actually give him tools as well, and eventually get him a nail gun. But I think I want to just focus him on crafting. Crafting comes up 3 times. If it comes down, I can always give him tools at the end just to boost that a little bit, but I think I want to mostly use him as a crafter, so crafting it is. guess he's going to craft scraps too first. Not ideal. Not ideal. What does it take to make that 30? Okay, then we are going to temporarily change some priorities. I did not move that far enough. How long did I? There. Now let's make it very obvious what I want him to do. I know I still have to do the occult research for the mission, but I can't remember I cannot do that until after I get boards, because you need those in order to build it, and to get boards, you have to do woodworking to get the sawmill. So that's why I'm doing these things in what looks like a weird order. It's actually a totally normal order. Yay! This is a pretty decent map. Very, very, very generous amount of wood here. Decent amounts of clay and stones. Not bad metals nearby. The only thing it really looks like it's lacking is minerals, which are way up here or way over here. But those are much, much, much later. By the time I get to those, probably all the forest will be gone and most of the clay and stones will be gone, and so not too worried about that for now, but that is something I'll have to worry about much later. Oops, speaking of later, we can now do that, and that means George can go back to his regularly scheduled programming so that he will actually build me the sawmill. Where should I put said sawmill? You tend to put them near the well, so maybe that's what I'll do. I'll plunk it right there. Yeah, that'll do. Probably add some more vegetable gardens this way later, so I have kind of a balanced mirror effect going. Harmony or something. We will want auto crafting, let's say 15 to 20. That'll do. I'm going to be wanting bows later, so I may as well get the arrow portions done. I'm not going to bother building the generic crappy bow. I'm going to wait a little bit and get the composite bow because it's just so much better. Much more range and accuracy. Versus this one has 3 more range and 20 more accuracy. Same damage and same speed, but just so much easier to use because of the extra range and accuracy. Alright, so because we don't have full people yet, let's go ahead and add Lauren, even though she's not really ideal for... Oh no, I guess she's got a damage bonus, so I shouldn't say she's not ideal for being in the group. It's not bad. Let's go rescue this person. Thankfully these are still pretty easy, which is good because I don't have obviously armor or decent weapons yet. Theoretically I could upgrade to quarterstaffs now that I have the sawmill, but I'm just going to wait and get composite bows. I tend to prefer giving everyone bows as opposed to having melee. I don't know why that is, I've always preferred ranged weapons. There's some imps, go get them, guys. Alright, George, go open the cage. Lauren and Bobby will guard you from the imp. It's coming from this side. they are having trouble hitting. Okie dokie. Alright, Kyle the Engineer, who is an expert miner, which is very nice, anemic, which sucks a lot, and clever, which is very, very convenient. So you're going to be a fantastic homebody. With the movement speed penalty, I don't want to use you in the group, although max nutrition kind of sucks for working at home too, but anyway, you'll be a homebody, and that'll be fine. Alright, let's get out of here. And Lauren's gained a level. Let's go do that real quick. You are our brutish gardener, which means you're basically just our farmer. So we'll give you farming when it comes up, but for this level that's not really doing anything. Do I maybe just... Yeah, I think I just give you fighting skills. You do have brute, so I'll use you in the combat group for a while. So you might as well hit more often, that would be convenient. That's going to do it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and until next time, have a good one. See ya.